Well, Billy, at long last, the 2020-2021 hockey season, which I guess should be more accurately labeled 2021, is a reality. You know when you're going to start. You know what the season is going to be looking like. How much excitement is there right now just to know that it's time to start focusing on a season that we know is going to be a reality?
Yeah, I think you're right, Panther. I think we can leave 2020 out of it and just move right on to 2021. But we are, we're very excited. It's nice to have, some dates and some, some things to look forward to and to plan for and some guidelines. And we're just really excited about it. I know the players are getting really excited to get back out on the ice and get training camp going. And we're all just excited about it.
A lot of new faces on this year's roster as you head into what will be a slightly abbreviated camp, and you won't have the opportunity to see guys in exhibition or preseason game action. So what are a couple things that you absolutely want to learn about this club or the new players as you go into this training camp?
I think we feel that we have a pretty good handle on these guys already, through our scouting department and kind of the due diligence that we did on all the new guys coming in. Somebody in our organization knows each and every one of them, somehow, way, shape, or form, from the past. And we're just looking forward to getting into training camp, having some good pace, getting the guys a proper workload, the proper rest, everything that we need to do to get ready for the start of the season.
There's been a lot of talk about your first-round draft pick, Marco Rossi, and whether or not he'll be a part of this team. What would you have to see from him in training camp to say, you know what, now's the right time to put him on an NHL roster and let her rip?
Well, you know what, he's just going to have to come in and make an impact. And the name of the game in the National Hockey League is that you have to take somebody's job. And, he'd have to perform at, such a level that, we would have to move somebody out of that position to put him in. And, it's a tough thing for an 18-year-old kid, but, we'll never say never. We're looking forward to getting him here. But first he's got a big task of playing in the World Junior Tournament up in Edmonton. And we're looking forward to watching him and seeing him perform for Austria.
Would your decision-making with a player like him be any different because this is a shorter season than normal? Where would it ever play into your mind to say, you know what, this isn't a normal campaign. We'd rather not have this be the first year of his entry-level contract?
Yeah, it's definitely one of the elements. I mean, we take everything into consideration, but I think in fairness to the player, the most important thing that we take into consideration is his play. And whether he can, play at a certain level consistently and help us win. If not, then maybe it's not the right time for an 18 or 19-year-old kid to be breaking into the league. Maybe it's a year away. But like I said, I always say we have to do the right thing for that player at the right time, and we can't get ahead of ourselves. Can't try to force things. We have to go through the proper development process.
A couple of your go-to guys, a couple of the guys that you do know have now, it's turned out, are injured, will not be ready to start the season. Alex Stalock and Matt Zuccarello. Are you comfortable with the players that you have in place to replace them within this Wild lineup?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you always want your full lineup ready to go, but there are injuries and guys need time to recover, and we feel we're deep enough where we can plug guys in and they can get the job done. So yeah, we're comfortable with where we're at right now, and we're looking forward to having those guys back.
There's been a lot of talk about Dean Evason and now getting a chance to go through a training camp. And even though it's not quite normal, it's a lot more normal than where he jumped in last season with the midseason coaching change and then the return to play in the summer. Do you expect that you'll see any major differences in terms of systems and structures and just the day-to-day operations inside the room now that Dean will have a chance to, say, put his stamp on the way things work?
Yeah, well, we had a pretty in-depth meeting with the coaches the other day, and they kind of brought us through all their systems and game plans and special teams and everything like that. And there's there's a lot more detail involved this time around. I think Dean and his staff have had, time. They finally had time to kind of study things and implement things, and they'll have a little bit more time to get that across to the players. And I was really happy with what I saw, and you could tell that they put a lot of work into it.
So now it's a reality, and you know that mid-January you're going to be getting ready and starting. How much does now the Christmas season become a little bit of a load off your shoulders because you're not worrying about the unknowns, but at the same time now you've got hey, first week of January, we got to go to work. Is it distracting or nice to have that load off your shoulders?
No, it's nice. I think the way, we operate in this world, and I think maybe most is, we need something to work towards. And, for us here in hockey operations, and I know for the players, there's a date. When there's a date set and we can focus on that, that's the goal to get there. And I think now that we have that, we can focus in and start putting things in place. And, I think maybe we'll take a couple days off for Christmas to enjoy ourselves. And, but yeah, it's definitely nice to have things kind of falling into place now.
You were a part of a Stanley Cup champion in a shortened season. Anything that you can take from that in terms of how you approach the season a little differently, perhaps a little different attention to detail early because you don't have as much time to make up ground? Anything that you learned during that season that you can share with this team to better prepare them for a shortened NHL regular season campaign?
Yeah, you have to come out of the gates quick. You get out of the gates quick, you have a good start, because if you don't, you just run out of games. And that's probably the biggest thing. So be ready. And you know what? We won in '95. I remember everybody kept saying, it's a shortened season. Doesn't matter. When you win, you win.
What have you got on the schedule for Christmas with the Guerin family?
Well, everybody's in town. All the kids are in, and we've settled into our new house, and we're really happy about it. And, we're just waiting to see what Santa brings. And I think I made the nice list this year, I think. So we're all just looking forward to being together as a family and celebrating.
I don't doubt you're on the good list. Good luck and enjoy the holidays with the season. Can't wait to see you around the rink soon.
Thanks a lot, buddy. Merry Christmas.
Same to you.